Police are urgently looking for a missing teenager who may be in extreme danger. 14-year-old Scottie Morris was last seen Thursday in Eaton, Indiana. That's about 75 miles north of Indianapolis. Officials issued a silver alert for him Friday, saying he could be in extreme danger and require medical assistance. Hundreds of volunteers searched for Morris this weekend. Officers used helicopters, drones, boats, and even a team of bloodhounds to search nearby fields and rivers. Anyone with information is asked to call police.
Hey guys, welcome back to True Crime with Shannon, where I cover missing persons, unsolved cases, crime news, and more. I don't know if you have heard about missing 14-year-old Scottie Morris. He has been missing for about a week now out of Indiana. And I just played the intro, giving you guys a bit of a quick update on that first went out when he was reported missing, and they initially stated that the searches were called off. However, as of yesterday, law enforcement has made sure that that is actually not true and not the case. So this is from the Independent, and they have a lot more of the most current updates in this particular article. I'm going to go through that and also show you guys the unblurred photo that has caused a lot of concern and questions regarding Scottie Morris. A missing Indiana teen ran away from home in a punishment shirt. What happened to Scottie Morris? Now, and this is the photo. It's a full photo. It looks like he's sitting on the stairs at home, and he's looking pretty upset. And the full photo, which is further down, it's been blurred out. But initially it was released, and it was not pixelated and blurred out. And I will show that as well as we get further into these updates. When Scottie Morris vanished from his family home in Indiana on the night of March 16th, he was wearing a white t-shirt with disparaging writing scrawled on it that branded him a, quote, a liar, unquote. 6 days later, a grueling search has grown increasingly bleak as the Eaton Police Department say they're running out of places to look for the 14-year-old, who is feared to be in extreme danger amid freezing temperatures in a town of 1,500. Authorities believe Scottie ran away from home that night after an argument with his parents, and that the shirt he was wearing was part of a, quote, disturbing, unquote, punishment pattern. Despite saying they're looking into the incident, police have warned against speculation spreading online and noted that Scottie's parents are fully cooperating with the investigation. After countless hours of searches by more than 100 volunteers who have joined local law enforcement, Indiana State Police, and several other departments, the Eaton community is still hopeful that Scottie can soon be found safe. Here's everything we know so far about the case. Scottie's whereabouts remain unknown. Scottie was last seen on March 16th when it's believed that he had ran away from his home. Local police have said the minor was only wearing the white t-shirt with demeaning writing, red and black shorts, and black sneakers, despite freezing temperatures. He was also wearing glasses. Yeah, he's wearing glasses in all his photos, so he definitely needs those. According to Eaton PD, Scottie was caught in a neighbor's doorbell camera around 8:30 p.m. on the day he vanished. The footage has not been released to the public. And there's a good photo. Looks like a school photo of Scottie. When Scottie was last spotted, he was walking east on Indiana Avenue, close to Marfran Court in Eaton, according to WTHR. His parents contacted law enforcement at 8:45 p.m. The Eaton Police Department began its search on the night of March 16th and issued a missing person alert the following morning. Eaton PD confirms disturbing punishment. Scottie ran away from home reportedly after a conflict with his parents. On Friday, Eaton police shared a bizarre photo of Scottie on their Facebook page to help the community report potential sightings. In the picture, Scottie looked distraught and on the verge of tears. His head was shaved and he was also wearing a white t-shirt with crying emoji faces drawn on it and writing that described him as a, quote, liar who had, quote, hurt his brother. Online users reacted with uproar and blurred the disparaging writing on Scottie's shirt when helping spread the word. But they also questioned why that picture was made public and the context behind it. Police later explained in a post that it was the only photo provided to them in the immediate aftermath of Scottie's disappearance. Yeah, that's really disturbing that the parents gave the police that photo. And also the fact that if they did give them that photo, it wouldn't have taken them that long to do what online users did to that photo, which was pixelate and blur that out. We are very sorry. The post seemed as if we were trying to shame him in any way, as that would never be our intent, the statement read. Placing that photo on social media was in no way an attempt to embarrass or humiliate him. Our only concern is that we find Scottie safely and then go from there with our investigation. On Wednesday, Chief Jay Turner confirmed that the t-shirt and subsequent picture taken by Scottie's parents were part of a, quote, disturbing and unorthodox, unquote, punishment. I will say the shaved head was his idea. They went to great clips and it was what he told them he wanted, Mr. Turner told 21 Alive. But the shirt, it was quite unorthodox, kind of disturbing, and we're looking into that. Mr. Turner said Scottie's parents are fully cooperating with the investigation and warned against speculation spreading on social media. The chief said they've been given polygraph tests but did not disclose the reason why or the results, according to the Star Press. No time for speculation. Eaton resident China Kane told the U.S. Sun on Tuesday that conspiracies about the punishment could become a distraction from the main goal, finding Scottie. I do agree that is the main goal. I don't know why he was wearing the t-shirt, but my statement on it is whether or not it was a form of parenting. As a parent, there's always a time that you may make a mistake, Mrs. Kane told the outlet. There's always a time you may discipline in a way that you never expected you would ever have to do. She added, there's a lot of pain in their homes right now. Mrs. Kane, who has been organizing candlelight vigils for Scottie at her church, said Scottie's mom told her he was upset before he left. All I do know is Scottie's mother said he was very upset and he was stomping, Mrs. Kane told The Sun. But it's one of those things where we all know as humans how strong our feelings can be sometimes. Police debunk rumors search has been called off. Search crews and residents have combed areas in Eaton where Scottie could be at least 4 times without any success so far. Eaton Police Chief Jay Turner said rescue teams had used every resource available, including helicopters and boats, and are now running out of reasonable places to look for Scottie, the Star Press reported. The department has also used heat imaging and bloodhounds. After reports on Tuesday that the search had been scaled back or paused, Mr. Turner said that was not the case. Eaton PD, along with the Indiana State Police, Delaware County Sheriff's Department, and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children on the case, the department said some on-foot searches had been halted as canine teams take over. The search for Scottie Morris has not been called off, the department said in a statement on Wednesday. Officers are following leads and investigating diligently. Mr. Turner said on Saturday it was all hands on deck and residents in the area came and joined the search efforts. What they did today was very tremendous, Mr. Turner told WTHR. They went out into a thick woodline area next to a river, both sides of the river, and walked somewhat of a line completely for 2.5 miles. We are a small department, the chief said. We have 4 regular officers and 18 reserves. Our reserves and our regulars volunteered their time to come in and do those searches. I'm very pleased how we came together. Fire department, EMS, police department. Police said finding him soon is vital as temperatures plummet. I want this young man to know we are not here to make sure he's in trouble. We want to help him and make sure he's safe, Mr. Turner said. We've taken this seriously from the very beginning, and we're going to continue to investigate until we find him, he added. I love you. You are not in trouble. On Monday, Scottie's mother, Felicia Morris, made a public plea for her son to return home. Scott, I love you. I want you to come home, Mrs. Morris told WTHR as she broke down in tears. I know you are mad and confused, and I'm afraid you're scared with all of this. Everyone is out looking for you. We're not trying to scare you. You're not in trouble. Well, let me actually pull up the quick video with Mom talking, in case you haven't seen it yet. So here is the video with his mom speaking earlier this week.
Scott, I love you, and I want you to come home, and I know that you're mad and confused, and I'm afraid that you're scared of all of this. Everyone is out looking for you, and we're not trying to scare you. You're not in trouble, okay? If you're in a house and they come to you and you don't want to go out because it's the cops, reach out. Me and Dad will come get you, okay? I love you and I just want you to come home. I need to know that you're safe. Please just call 911. Tell anyone. I need you home. I just need you home, okay?
So what do you guys think of his mother's plea? I like to think that she's sincere. But there's something deep in my gut that it's a little suspicious. And yes, I realize that they've asked suspicions to not come out, but as we all know, that's really hard as true crimers, and I don't know. I guess it's just we've seen so many cases, and I really do hope that this one ends in a good way and Scottie is found safe. All right, I got one more video to show you. It's pretty much one of the most updated that I was able to find on the search for Scottie Morris.
A 14-year-old boy remains missing in Delaware County. Police in the community of Eaton are figuring out what to do next after calling off large search efforts.
CBS 4's Eric Graves has a look at the next steps in this search.
A water search and rescue boat spent the morning on this pond in Eaton today. The owner of the property told me law enforcement put a drone up yesterday and came back today with sonar.
Well, you never know about small towns anymore. It can happen anywhere.
Tuesday marks the 5th day of looking for missing Eaton 14-year-old Scottie Morris. The small town was quieter, but missing posters could still be found across the town. Law enforcement ended day 4 announcing they had run out of places to look and started Tuesday by announcing there will not be any organized search teams.
Oh, they have been all over the place, at least down around the Eaton area.
But Indiana Department of Natural Resources and other search and rescue crews were out on local waterways with boats and sonar.
I seen just a bunch of trucks and cars lined up down around the corner all the way down the street.
Felina Brookshire lives just a few hundred feet from this pond that was searched Tuesday morning at the corner of Bosman and Bash in Eaton.
I couldn't really tell who they were, what they was doing, but I assumed it had something to do with this missing boy.
The owner of the property says law enforcement checked it out with a drone Monday and then came back with sonar equipment and boats Tuesday morning. Neighbors say the searchers were out on the water for a few hours before packing up around noon. A DNR officer was also spotted flying a drone above the Mississinawa River that cuts through Eaton.
It's just kind of a shock that he's been missing for so long and nobody knows nothing, Somebody's got to know something.
Eaton police weren't available for an interview Tuesday. The chief deputy says they were in meetings with other law enforcement agencies and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Police have asked that people stop spreading false statements and accusations as the investigation continues. Reporting in Eaton, Eric Graves, CBS 4 News.
So what do you guys think happened to 14-year-old Scottie Morris? And actually, here is the photo without pixelation and being blurred, just so you can get an idea of how disturbing and sad it really was. So let me know what you think in the comments about this one. Do you think he truly ran away from home after this whole t-shirt punishment or whatever was going on? Or do you think there's something more to this one? I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. And most of all, stay safe.